While the popularity of ex-President Donald Trump has apparently managed to survive his ousting from the Oval Office, particularly among Republicans, it seems that some conservatives are beginning to consider other options for the 2024 presidential election. Even if certain members of the GOP might have had their chances potentially damaged for speaking out against Trump throughout his presidency, some have managed to evade both the wrath of Trump and his loyal constituents. If Trump is eligible to run in 2024, it seems one recent poll has indicated that he might face a serious contender in the Republican primaries. In a straw poll conducted by Denver's Western Conservative Summit in June, respondents gave a shocking result, suggesting that Trump wasn't actually their first choice to run for president. Those surveyed both at the actual conference and online reported back that out of 31 possible Republicans presented, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was their top candidate for 2024, beating out Donald Trump by a 3-point margin. While this hypothetical victory for DeSantis was slim, with the governor emerging with a 74% rate to Trump's 71%, the chasm between the runner-up and the third-place contender was considerably wider, with Texas Senator Ted Cruz at 43%, followed by former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo at 39%. Though DeSantis, Cruz, and Pompeo were all considered some of the staunchest loyalists in Trump's inner circle during the majority of his tenure, DeSantis, in particular, could feasibly avoid any serious backlash from the 45th president. Trump stated earlier this year that if he were to run in 2024, DeSantis was a strong contender to become his potential vice president. Notably, DeSantis was one of Trump's strongest backers after he lost the 2020 election to current President Joe Biden. Key to Ron DeSantis' popularity with Republicans is his handling of COVID-19. According to CNN, Florida is enjoying an economic boom amidst its vaccine rollout, allowing voters' focus on the pandemic to be shifted elsewhere. DeSantis even seems to have taken a page out of Trump's book when it comes to his speeches, utilizing the former commander-in-chief's trademark tone to appeal to conservative voters.
We will not go back to the days of the failed Republican establishment of yesteryear.
Clearly, adopting Trump's rhetoric is paying off. As Florida-based fundraiser Nick told USA Today, "I'm getting calls from people all over the country wanting DeSantis to come to their states and do events for them." So, with the ball in DeSantis' court, what's next for him? Does he have his sights set on running in 2024? Well, despite his popularity within the Republican Party, it may be a long road towards the 2024 presidential election. First, in order to maintain his star power, he will need to win re-election in Florida in 2022, which could be tricky if Florida voters believe him to be more interested in running for president than serving the state. Not to mention, DeSantis' opponents may be gunning for him while all the attention is focused on his possible bid for the presidency. Political science professor at the University of South Florida, Susan McManus, revealed to USA Today, it could ultimately turn out more Democrats than would normally turn out in a midterm election. Indeed, after the latest poll results, it seems that the Democrats are keen to put a stop to DeSantis' dreams of the Oval Office, and the 2022 gubernatorial election could provide the perfect opportunity to do so. David Turner, spokesman for the Democratic Governors Association, said, "It is always easier to stop someone's rise sooner rather than later. You don't lose your race for governor and then run for president." In other words, for the time being, predicting how things will pan out for DeSantis and his hopes for the presidency is almost anyone's guess. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about pop culture and politics are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.